Last time on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, breasts and nudity and more breasts and more wait a second, wait. We already did this movie, didn't we? I mean, wasn't that like the episode before this? No, this is totally a different movie, okay? I mean, are you sure? Because it seems awfully similar. No, see, that movie had a lot of sex and nudity. This movie just has a whole lot of nudity in it, okay? Oh, okay. I get that is somewhat different. But wait, isn't there any violence in any of these movies? Of course there is. Oh, okay, cool, all right. Last time on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror Never-Ending Nightmares. Definitely not the same movie as before. I promise. Really, it isn't. No, it's totally different. Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror Never-Ending Nightmares, the triumphant series that has nightmares that never end. Yes, episode 18, oh my goodness, we are just mowing down through the month here, and coming off the really sleazy movies in the last couple, I thought I would go back to more mainstream horror. Well, I mean, I guess you could consider it mainstream, a little bit more regular horror, I guess I should say, and go into an 80s cult classic. It is a kind of one of those really culty classics, because we're not talking about like big cults, but it's developed quite a following, and that movie is the interesting, fun, cheesy, schlocky, probably a little bit poorly acted Night of the Demons! Night of the Demons! They rise! Ah! So, what about this movie? Well, you see, it's their typical teenage or high school, college students go to a abandoned mortuary on Halloween night to have themselves a spooky party, and there's some dancing and some drinking, and then there's some sex, and then, oh no, demons get released and start possessing some of them, and then they start killing, and of course the ones they kill become possessed, and then it's one of those Evil Dead, like, become one of us, we'll make you type of deal. And of course the only way to survive is to survive the night, because when Halloween is over, the sun comes up, the demons will have to go back to hell. However, you can also escape the premises. However, the gates seem to have disappeared, and that's just how demons are. They're kind of dicks, right? Anyways, so that's basically the plot of the story, so let's get into that. Wonderful scores, shall we? Violence and gore, I give it a 2 out of 5. Really, it's not really that bloody, not really that gory, not a whole lot of violence. I mean, there's like a lot of death, but honestly, it feels like there's not a lot. Though there is a pretty nice deoculation going on, and some flambage. And actually a neat little severed arm gag, but honestly, it doesn't have as much impact as I would want it to. So I'm giving it a 2 out of 5. Shock value, 2 out of 5. Oh my god, they try to cram so many jump scares into this movie. Just by the sheer number of it all, you're going to get hit at least once or twice. So, and plus, there is some a little shocking scene at the end, which actually was brilliantly awesome, and I really liked it. Anyways, a satisfying way to end a movie, indeed. Plot, I'm giving it a weak 2 out of 5. Honestly, it's the most basic plot for any kind of haunted house type movie. It's like, oh, get a bunch of kids, the house, it's a scary night, of course they're going to have a party, demons show up, or possession, and they get killed one by one. You got the same type of characters. You got the very virginal good girl, you got the bad boy, the current boyfriend who seems to be good but really is kind of a sleaze. You got the sleazy girl, you got the scary girl, you got the jackass doofus guy. you know, it's all there, and it's all done very plainly, and there's a couple holes and a couple Deus Ex Machina moments. So yeah, I'm getting a 2 out of 5. Acting, I'm getting it a 2.5 out of 5. Honestly, I think they did just a decent job for an 80s low budget horror movie. Well, I guess it's not really low budget. I think it was like about $1 million produced. Okay, so maybe not low budget, but really schlocky. Some really interestingly bad dialogue. But honestly, just average. I cannot talk. Let's get to Nudity. Nudity, I'm giving a 2 out of 5. A 2 out of 5. Yes, there is some nice messages, but honestly, there's not a lot, and it's kind of brief. However, you know, what you do have is kind of quality. So yeah, I'm giving it a 2. I know it seems like not a lot based on what we were doing a couple days ago, but dang, you know, not all movies are going to be like that. So anyways, I'm giving it the 2 out of 5. Enjoyment factor, and here it is. 3 out of 5. It's one of those movies you just love to watch. You just shut your brain off and just let the images just drain over you. I mean, it's nothing you really have to think about. It's very straightforward, and yet I like the old dark use of shadows. It's not as clean looking as some of the newer films out there. So I really like the graininess, the darkness. It creates a good mood. The music is cheesy but effective enough. And you know, honestly, what I feel when I watch this is kind of a nostalgia kick. Plus the fact that it's like, oh, it's creating that mood. I want to see what happens next. And you know, they throw in the sex of the nudity too, just to make you feel all warm inside. And of course, that ending, oh, I like it. It's just, you know, it's like it's not necessary, but you know, some people get their just desserts, right? Anyways, that brings me to my overall impression, which is a 3 out of 5. It is a movie whose sum is greater than the individual parts. Altogether, it's an enjoyable, effective horror movie that, honestly, I can understand why it's garnered a little bit of a cult following, and has 2 sequels and a remake, even though that remake was utter shit and we will never talk about it again, at least I hope. So there you have it, Night of the Demons, wow, wow, wow. We get to back to the horror vibe for the most part. And gotta think about what I'm gonna do next for episode 19. Holy cow, we're almost into the 20s. We're almost into the 20s, people. Oh, you know that's coming down the home stretch when that stuff happens. So I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Do you like Night of the Demons? Is it something that you think you might wanna watch? I don't know. Is it on Netflix? It might be. I'm not sure. But you know, there's 2 other movies in the trilogy. Maybe I'll do those. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of Night of the Demons 2, and I've only seen like the first 10 minutes of Night of the Demons 3 just because I wanted to kind of see how it was going to be before, you know, just investing the rest of my time in it. So I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I not. I don't think the sequels are ever going to live up to just the goodness that was the first one, but who knows? Maybe I'll go something totally different. I don't know. Maybe I'll get back to that. Some Asian horror, I don't know. I mean, we still have plenty of time and plenty of movies to go through the rest of this wonderful, wonderful event. So, until then, people, happy Halloween. Get some candy, trick or treat. Stay away from those apples with razor blades in them. And, you know, crotchety old men who hate you. And stay scary. And always, don't go to a party in an abandoned house, especially if it's like a mortuary or something like that. And especially if it's not called H whatever house, because that's just bad news, dude. That's just bad news. The more you know. Yeah, consider this a public service announcement. Anyways, stay scary, everyone.